What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a double monthly manifestation for the sign of Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, you guys are third during the zodiac lineup for group 3. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So, take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So, again, like I said, this is a double reading in the sense of kind of playing catch up in a way, which is part of what you shouldn't be worried about for the month of May. Okay. But this is to kind of give you guys your readings for May and June. Hopefully, so that way I can kind of get back on track in doing everyone month to month instead of doubling up. But energy has been pretty crazy, pretty much ever since April, really. Okay, so for the month of May, we, of course, if you're used to these readings, you know we cover the new moon, first quarter moon, and full moon. Okay, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe so you can be notified the next time I do a reading for your sign. Okay, so these are for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Aquarius. Okay, in May, the new moon was on the 7th. The first quarter moon was on the 15th, and the full moon was on the 23rd, which was literally the same date in April for April's full moon. Okay, and so that kind of carried over. And for the month of June, new moon was on the 6th, first quarter moon on the 14th, and then 21st was the full moon. Okay, and so for the month of May, there were probably going to be a lot of reoccurring changes that carried over from April that are completed. I don't think that really reflects you guys, Aquarius, as much. All right. Having the inner strength to make changes as needed is probably something that you could kind of relate to for some of you. Okay. And not to worry about playing catch up or falling behind in the month of May, okay, if you had anything. But again, there may not have been too much of a need for catch up, maybe a small delay for some of you. And again, remember, you guys, you may be sharing your energy with someone else who has Aquarius in one of those placements that I mentioned, or maybe outside of it. And so if this reading doesn't resonate with you at all, it's because there is another energy that's kind of overlapping you guys a little bit more. Okay. If you do like looking at readings that are associated with placements in your birth chart that are very important to you, try, changing the readings that you watch. Okay. Because as far as the monthly manifestations, they are primarily geared towards Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus occasionally. Okay, if I get advised otherwise by Spirit, I normally will say so. Okay, but there are a couple of other readings that I supply. If you like watching me, you can go and look at your Heart's Desire reading or a energy shout out. May be helpful, or maybe even some of the ones that have discontinued on the channel. Okay, such as the All My Love readings, or Bring Back the Intimacy if you're in a relationship. Okay, but there's plenty of readings on my channel. Just go check the playlist. Okay, now for the month of June, it was about taking the time to assess your progress of where you are right now. For some of you, it may be more so about a life's journey, okay, than anything material. These readings are geared towards that, all right, as far as helping you reach your goals for yourself, or set intentions for yourself, whether they be personal or material. Okay, a burnout requires the need to recenter yourself. If you are a spiritualist, charge or change out your crystals on the full moon, which was on the 21st. Okay, so in the month of June, this is the 6th month of the year, which takes a lot of time where we are spending spending most of our time kind of reflecting on things. And I don't know about you all, but I know I have been kind of reflecting on where I want to go, where I've come from, things of that nature, more so life journey stuff, okay? As far as anything materialistic, it's time to kind of set the tone for how you want to approach things, okay? And that's for someone who's in the Aquarius rising, okay? So, with that being said, we've covered the dates, okay, for both months. We're going to now get into listing out those cycles, okay, of the moon. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shuffle for you guys, and then we're going to pull out 3 cards to start for the month of May, okay? Aquarius energy during the month of May. Okay. And then we'll pull another 3 cards after we shuffle in regards to June, okay? And we'll kind of do a in-between clarification between both months, all right? There may be some carrying over energy from June into July for you guys, but it may be more on the materialistic side, okay? So, new moon in May from the top, one from the bottom for a first quarter moon in May, and then one energetically from the middle for the full moon, okay, which was on the 23rd, okay? Now, we're going to shuffle again so we can pull June. June energy for Aquarius. June energy for Aquarius, okay? Hearing one more shuffle. I'm not sure if I just did 3 or not, but I'm going to shuffle again just to make sure, okay? And then we'll go ahead and cut the deck. Okay, so one from the top for new moon energy in June, one directly from the bottom for first quarter moon energy, which was the 14th, and then one energetically from the middle okay, for the full moon, okay, which was on the 21st. All right, so this is all the energy between both months. Let's see what was going on as far as your mindset on the new moon energy for May. So Aquarius, a new start is coming, okay? A new start is coming. That was the energy for May. And again, I'm going to go back to the dates. Which was the 7th, okay? That was May 7th. New moon energy on new moon energy, okay? So obviously some kind of new start. Maybe you know, again, in the month of May, it was about change, okay? Constant change because it was the 5th month of the year, okay? And again, that full moon being on the 23rd, okay? And so maybe around that week of the new moon, you were experiencing some changes in maybe your thought process, maybe how you react to things, more so or less, as maybe taking a step back. Here we are in June, kind of reevaluating things again, when it comes to how you interact with people. Whatever the case may be, you felt like you needed a new start, a new or fresh start on something, okay? Maybe you had a rocky go with someone, and you want to kind of restart or start over in a sense, hoping that that person would be willing to do that, okay? But maybe it was more so the need on your part to have a new start, okay? Now, let's see what was going on in the new moon energy. Well, not new moon, sorry, first quarter moon energy for you in May. The end of a tough cycle approaches, which is in Capricorn energy, full moon, okay? Now, for some reason, this card is popping up a little bit. It did pop up during Pisces reading, but it was in a different placement. I think it was in their June full moon energy, okay? And so maybe during the first quarter moon, kind of getting over, like I said, that energy of a rough patch with someone or with multiple people, and maybe in timing, scheduling, or something. Again, unless I see, momentum or something gaining momentum or frustrations of some sort, or just, very hectic, okay, energy in a way is what I'm feeling for some reason. But a tough cycle ended, okay, and maybe because of the fact that you decided to have a fresh start. All right, now let's see what's in this full moon energy for you back in May. The answers you need are coming, okay? The answers you need are coming, Gemini energy, okay? Full moon on full moon energy, all right? So either you're dealing with a Gemini or you have Gemini in your chart. It's just an honorable mention. You don't have to, but definitely whatever it is, spending the time to just see those changes that have occurred either within yourself based off of something that transpired, or vice versa, someone with that you're dealing with, okay? Again, there could be some external energy kind of on you guys, Aquarius, like I said, sharing your energy with another sign that has Aquarius in their chart, okay? Or I don't feel like it's cross-watching energy really, but as far as a person you're dealing with, like I said, it could be someone who's just watching Aquarius for their birth chart placement, okay? Because I definitely do suggest that to everyone to kind of check their birth chart. And again, if it's a placement that's truly important to you, try jumping to another reading in a way, as it facilitates different things, okay? Now, answers you need are coming based on, like I said, taking the time to maybe reflect within, as we see two women's faces in the moon. One's eyes is closed, the other one is open. They are opposing different vantage points from each other, okay? And so really looking within and then looking forward, okay? And using your better judgment, okay? Your discernment, if you will, all right? So let's skip on to June now to see what the intention was, what the mindset towards the intention was on the 6th, okay? The 6th was the new moon energy in June, Aquarius, and your commitment is being tested, okay? Same thing that was in Pisces. Now, I had mentioned y'all during Pisces reading, and I had a feeling y'all were going to slightly piggyback off of Pisces, okay? Now, after I finished Pisces, I had actually shuffled for y'all and then shuffled again before I started your reading. Thus, shuffling within your reading was like the third time shuffling, okay? And y'all still ended up with this commitment being tested. I cannot remember exactly where it was. I think it might have been in their May spread. Okay. Now, I'm not going to suggest y'all go and look at theirs, but if you do, at least that energy for that reading has been done. Okay. And so maybe that could help you a little bit if you do choose to look into that. Okay. But new moon energy coming in with this commitment being tested. Um, Opposing a new start is coming. All right. Maybe it's a testament to if you really are committed to this new start. Okay. Because there could be some things that are still kind of, plaguing you a bit. Okay. Kind of, I don't know why, but I'm hearing like pulling at the heartstrings a bit. And it could be a situation where either you feel like someone's just pulling at your heartstrings to keep you attached to something, and really trying to test a person's, integrity, or if they're, just playing a game of sorts, okay, because you don't really have time for that. I don't think anyone does. All right. So let's see what's going on as it pertains to the first quarter moon energy, which was on the 14th. You are good enough. Okay. Virgo energy. Okay. You are good enough. Another sign got this, I think, in group 1. Okay. It might have been Libra, I believe, and it was during their new moon energy. Okay. So, first quarter moon energy may be a questioning of if this is pertaining to love for you. It could be a sense of asking this question because first quarter moon is about making progress. And maybe you're looking at the progress of relationships, people you've decided to, be connected to in a sense, and just wondering maybe why you keep getting the same type of person in a sense, or what it is by now, by the time you see this reading. You know what it is, and it's time to make that change. You know that you are good enough, but at the time of the 14th, the week of the 14th of that first quarter moon energy, you may not have been feeling that. Or maybe in the month of April, okay, as far back as then. All right. And so by now, you probably know that it's not you, it's them. Okay. Now, let's get into the full moon energy of June, which was on the 21st. Opposing the answers you need are coming. Luck is on your side. This one, Sagittarius, has also been coming up quite a lot, okay, as of lately. All right. And I feel like also Pisces got this same card as well. Just trying to remember if it was in this same spot or not, or it actually might have been above in their month of May. Okay. But this is new moon energy of Sagittarius. If you like, you can go and look up what the energy is in that sign during that moon phase at your leisure. But luck is on your side in the sense of maybe a business venture. I don't feel like it's, really pertaining to love, as I think you guys kind of shift from love. Either it's because of the placement of Aquarius, or just you guys wanting to take a step back and kind of focus on business instead of love for the moment, okay? And just, kind of chill to yourselves, okay? There's something else there kind of lingering, but we're going to see if it comes up in the clarifying, okay? So we're going to go ahead and clarify with the regular writer's weight, and we have 3 of Pentacles to a King of Cups, okay? So being mature with your emotions, okay, in the sense of being a little bit more open, okay, and forward. You do have this King of Cups kind of looking towards this 3 of Pentacles, earth energy, okay? Water and earth energy here. Three of Pentacles usually is talking about rebuilding of some sort, okay? And so maybe you're starting to tell people, you know, exactly what it is that you want, okay? Coming from, you know, truly your heart space and your throat chakra probably is pretty active as of lately, Aquarius. So, King of Cups still here, and then here is a Ace of Pentacles, okay? Some kind of offer on the table, okay? Maybe something very huge in the sense of not monetary, but informative, okay? Maybe something of value, because I don't always depict it to be that, and it depends on what it's paired with. The King of Cups is actually looking away from this offer, okay? So, not sure if it's something that you really want or to hear, or if it's because of the person who's offering it to you, okay? Is possibly the question that I pose for you, Aquarius. If it's something you don't want to hear from a particular person because you don't know if it's really legit, okay? Now, in that sense, even though this is an Ace of Pentacles popping up, the person who's giving it to you could be a page, okay? And right now, you are sitting on your mature throne, all right? Let's do another shuffle there. Third split before we do the last shuffle is a King of Cups yet again, sticking here, okay? Looking away when it comes to the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Very strange energy as far as maybe you want to isolate yourself a little bit, Aquarius, or you're about to. As it pertains to family stuff, okay? Maybe you're just, you know, too much in your own feelings about some things right now and you need a break, okay? And so right now this is not of true importance to you. Could be a situation, you know, it's not, you know, reverse or anything. I don't do reversals when it comes to my readings, but it could be just maybe some drama going on and you don't want any part of it, and you've kind of already stated that, and so it is what it is. All right, last shuffle here as we go ahead and cut the deck. So depending on where you are right now, Aquarius, in your headspace and emotions, that may or may not resonate for you. Okay, now we have those shuffled. We're going to do one from the top for new moon energy, one from the bottom for first quarter moon energy, and then one energetically from the middle. And I feel like I got guided straight to this card here. For the full moon energy. And we'll look at the bottom of the deck momentarily to see what the overall outcome is, okay? So, talking about that new moon energy, a new start is coming to your commitment, is being tested, is being clarified by the 10 of Cups, okay? Now, I am not going to hold y'all. I believe Pisces got the same thing, okay? Pisces got the same card in the same placement, okay? So, wish fulfillment for this new start and your commitment being tested is, you know, I think it's more so not about what's happening, but in the sense of if this is what you want, all right? If your aim is wish fulfillment and maybe being happy or accomplished in all facets of your life, or just in particular of a relationship, all right? That is the question that I pose for you right now, Aquarius. If that be the case, then you may need to check out the All My Love readings and Heart's Desire, okay? As far as it pertains to love, All right. Sometimes love gets put in these readings um, as, universe sees fit, but obviously for some of you, this is very important. Okay. Kind of feel the energy of maybe a previous, connection possibly coming back in some sort, really just starting as a friendship, maybe, platonic, and then the possibility of you maybe seeing someone in a different light. Um, don't know if there's maybe one or two other people that might be kind of interfering, though. Okay. Again, that may not be happening right now, but it could be, in the near future. All right. Let's get into this first quarter moon. Okay. Energy. The end of a tough cycle approaches to you are good enough. All right. Is being clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Four of Pentacles with this energy here. All right. Holding back. All right. I feel like I said before, you already know that you are good enough. And so maybe the end of a tough cycle calls for the end of, like I said, some kind of behavior or response or reaction to things, or overdoing things in a way, all right, where you start holding back and not giving as much, okay? Where you value, or that you have value, okay? Now, this is not a Nine of Pentacles, and not saying that you don't feel secure within yourself. I think you already do. It's just holding back the best parts of you, okay? Until someone actually is worthy enough to see that part of you, okay? I don't think this is the case as far as monetary is concerned, as far as giving, because we didn't see the Six of Pentacles show up, okay, which is a good thing. So I don't think you have any worries as far as money is concerned, but for some reason I just feel like I have to mention it, okay, in the sense of being mindful about what you spend, or giving anything monetarily out to someone, okay? Someone who's a friend, all right? So I don't know if this person like constantly does it all the time, or you did it once and then they come to you again, okay? Kind of, wean yourself away from doing that, okay? But because it does get tricky in those kind of situations where people take advantage of the sense of entitlement, and I ain't trying to get all into it, but I'm just saying that happens, okay? Now, let take that with a grain of salt, all right? Now, let's get into this full moon energy here, in the sense of the answers you need are coming to, luck is on your side, is being clarified by the Ten of Swords, okay? Now, I mentioned in Pisces reading that Ten of Swords, they always are, working hard, pushing the pavement all the time, and burnout being a possibility. You ended up getting it. I thought it was going to happen in theirs. They kind of got like a pseudo kind of side of the Ten of Swords, not full-fledged, but you guys ended up getting it, okay? So maybe burnout more so as far as your thought process, okay? Maybe in the sense of overthinking something when it comes to the answers you need are coming, okay? And so it does lead to you kind of being maybe mentally burnt out, maybe also in the sense of whatever this is you're trying to pursue, overthinking all the probabilities, okay, may start, waning on you. So just take some time to allow things to flow naturally, Aquarius, as far as knowing that you're good enough, even as it pertains to business, okay? So just make sure you check all your boxes, things like that. Don't try to overthink a process too much, otherwise you start doing other people's jobs for them, okay? Now, if you look at the bottom of the deck, look at that. You've got Devil energy, Capricorn, okay, showing up yet again after that first quarter moon energy, okay? you start being your own worst enemy in a way. Okay. I don't feel like it's tied to anyone else. This is all about self. Okay. Don't revert back to old ways when you've gotten this far. Okay. That is the biggest thing that I could say to you guys. All right. Just to avoid that mischievous, negative thought process. Okay. Of some kind of negative energy. Others of you, I did mention earlier before about someone coming back from the past. I don't feel like that person is toxic. I just think that you may think of some of the things that transpired that may have caused you to kind of separate or part ways. And that could hinder you from being able to reconnect. Okay. So just be mindful, because you have to make the decision, Aquarius, of if you truly want to be involved with this person, then the best thing for you to do is give them a clean slate. I say that all the time, okay? Because if you really didn't want to be involved with them, you wouldn't have even considered talking to them again, okay? So that is your answer in itself, all right? So just be, upfront and honest. Take out the, any arrogancy or any, discomfort, if you will, of any kind as far as emotional, all right? And you'll be fine, all right? So let's get into what is the message of support to achieve or manifest for Aquarius. What is the message of support for Aquarius to achieve or manifest? I'm hearing two. If something jumps out, I will take it. Otherwise, we will cut the deck and work our way from the bottom. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. Okay. And the first message at the bottom, which did pop out during your reading, was triple spiral. Okay, triple spiral, which says listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. Listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning lessons. Okay. So take the time to do that, Aquarius, whenever you're hearing wisdom. Let's say someone is giving you some advice about a particular situation that has been through it, okay? If they've been through it, they're telling you something good, okay? Don't ignore it, okay? And enjoy, I feel like it's a good conversation. Anytime when you're learning something that's imperative, that could be helpful to you, is always and should be taken in a joyous way, okay? Not, in a confrontational way, okay? Now, that's one message that's going up underneath that devil energy. And you guys got water too, okay? So I don't know, some of you may either have Pisces in your birth chart or dealing with a Pisces, okay, in your energy, all right? Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement, okay? So just as much, and I think everyone should know this by now, we're headed into summer. It's going to be hot. I'm here in Richmond, Virginia, and it has been like a heat advisory literally for the whole entire weekend, okay? And your girl ain't trying to be out there. Only because of the fact that I do not do well in heat. As much as I try to stay hydrated, I easily get heat exhaustion, so it's not my jam too much. I need a little bit of coolness, all right? I'm a spring baby. So when summer comes, I don't try to avoid it, but just be as safe as you possibly can. If you're a spiritualist, you know what it means to drink water, okay? Not only should we bathe in it, but we should also use it to literally purify ourselves from inside and out. Okay, so work with the element of water. It would help you out a lot. Okay, especially emotionally with that King of Cups coming up. Just to kind of work through your emotions during this time of the month as far as June is concerned. Okay, because next month going into July is talking about having some strength. Okay, so let's get into your present self, Aquarius. What is the energy of the present self? What is the energy of the present self for Aquarius? 3 shuffles here, and then we'll go to the bottom of the deck after we cut. Last shuffle. And at the bottom, we have darkness, moon. Okay, darkness, moon. As you all know, Pisces is usually that of the moon. Okay, number 7 coming out as far as that inner strength. We see this woman is here kind of basking, if you will, with the moon right up underneath her hair, but it's, you know, covering her eyes, okay? And her arms are crossed, okay? Kind of looking within, in a way, kind of the moon is near her head, so potentially, you know, kind of, you know, dark thoughts in a sense, okay? We all have some form of darkness in us or go into our own thoughts that can sometimes either hinder us or help us grow. Okay, and so let's head into the book so we can get your additional messages. Okay, this is air energy, although, like I said, Pisces is usually the ruler of the moon when it comes to tarot. Okay, so it says there are cycles to everything and a season for everything. Do not push yourself when the tides are against you. Do not be afraid of the darkness, as the darkness is as necessary as the light. Rest and repair. The divine feminine in all her forms is rising. The time for introversion, stability, and planning is here. Okay? By following the moon's cycles and working with them, we can discover a new layer of stability within body, mind, and spirit. Okay? We can discover a new layer of stability within mind, body, and spirit. All right? And so again, we all have divine feminine energy within us. That's on our left side. It is our nurturing side. Not just feminine, but it's just about, you know, nurturing yourself, compassion, empathy, sympathy, all on that left side. Okay, and so take the time to kind of tap into that just for yourself, not towards anyone else, but you may be in that space right now. Okay, so kind of consider that. What was underneath there was completion west. Okay, number 4. Okay, kind of crown chakra, illuminating some energy for you guys after you come out of this rest and repair. Okay, that's if some of you may already be there. Okay, being able to be aware of your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts at this time is not hard for some of you, okay, because you are listening to divine. All right, so right now let's get into the potential energy for the higher self of Aquarius. What is the potential energy of the higher self of Aquarius? Last shuffle here for Aquarius's higher self. cutting by 3 again. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, Aquarius, you guys have the law of rhythm. Okay, the law of rhythm. It says the universe is guiding you. Go with the flow. Okay, the universe is guiding you. Go with the flow. I just mentioned that not too long ago in this reading for you guys. Okay, to just allow things to flow naturally. Okay, which was also a message in Pisces. Okay, so I feel like this is also a new energy alert. I say this all the time whenever I see a card that has not popped up, especially in my oracle decks. I definitely take that as a new energy alert. So welcome to the channel. Help your girl out and subscribe so that way you can be notified the next time I do a reading for your sign. Let's go ahead and get into the book here. It's plain and simple. This woman is standing in this kind of old temple. Outside of it, kind of ruins, but there's kind of like a whirlpool in the clouds, with a beautiful tree and kind of almost like a grass knoll or meadow of some sort, and just allowing things to flow. The law of rhythm, page 33. Okay, so we're talking about being on page 33. I'm feeling a need for you guys to continue that energy of centering yourselves as much as possible, in your thoughts, mind, body, and spirit. Along with that, equaling out to 6 means continuous re-evaluating. Okay, not other people but ourselves. Okay, and how we want things to flow for ourselves as well. Okay, so it says you might be feeling like nothing is ever going to change. Your life is not destitute. This law states that what goes up must come down and vice versa. This card indicates that you are in a relative experience, so you can appreciate the opposite. Okay, I'm going to say that again. This card is indicating, and I'm just going to hold this up closer so that way you guys can see. You are in a relative experience, so you can appreciate the opposite. The universe has a rhythm, like the beat of your heart. What feels like darkness in your life is transforming into light. What you are experiencing right now is happening for you to build the conviction to prevail in living your truth. Okay? What you are experiencing right now is happening for you to build the conviction to prevail in living your truth. Take 10 minutes to journal about where you are judging and resisting being unbalanced. Sometimes balance comes over a week or over a month. Allow yourself to accept what is. Okay? Allow yourself to accept what is. If it does not change, it means it's not meant to change, Aquarius. It's meant to stay the way that it is for right now. Okay? As the universe sees it. Okay? Universe, God, whatever you believe in. Okay? It is meant for it to stay there until a lesson is learned, or until you accept that what is. Okay? Allow the flow to happen as it may. Okay? There's a rhythm to everything, just the same as if someone draws a path out for you and there's no other direction to take, then that is the path that you are on right now. Okay? So with that being said, that is all that I have for you guys today. Preliminary readings drop at any given point in time on this channel. However, you can go and check on your older energy if you go on my channel and just look at some of the playlists. Like I said, for you guys, I'm always suggesting Heart's Desire in all my love readings, but whatever truly attracts you to want to tap into, by all means, check those out. All right. If you need any spiritual aids or self care, if you will, that are geared towards aromatherapy, I do have a meditation oil that would be great for you. Probably the Align My Energy. If you're dealing with, internal conflicts, then all right, would be great for you as well. But any self care items you can find there are my mixed bath salts, along with two teas that I've just put out. One is New Sacred Garden, and then you also have the Golden Bliss. You can find the link to my Etsy shop below. And so until next time, Aquarius, peace.